All right, what's up guys? It's Matt's Boosted here in the BMW M5, and we're gonna do a quick video on, should you buy this car and use it as a daily driver, or should you buy it and just use it on the weekend when you wanna have some fun, We're gonna talk about it right here, right now. All right, so I've had my BMW M5 for just over a year, and it's been a really, really good car, man. And I put some miles on this thing. I bought it when I had 60,000 miles. It's got about 80,000 miles on it now, so I've driven it quite a bit over the last year. And I'm gonna be honest, man, I've owned 5 BMWs before this one, and I have a 328 at home as well. But this M5, it's been really, really solid. Like I said, only had it for 20,000 miles, but I've driven it quite a lot over a year. I've done a lot of road trips with it, a lot of out and about trips. I mean, it's hard not to drive when I bought it because it's so much fun. I mean, I originally bought this car as a daily, and then I started driving it every day, and I thought, you know what, I like this car so much, I don't want to put so many miles on it. So quite the conundrum to be in. But either way, the M5, it does make a great daily just because it's so comfortable, it's fast, it looks good, it's such a fun ride, man. I mean, I've done many road trips, and this car is by far my favorite car to do road trips in. It's so nice. But yeah, the M5, the biggest downfall about the M5, if you're going to use it as a daily and you're going to put a lot of miles, is that the maintenance on these bad boys is not cheap. I've talked about it in other videos, and it's so important with these engines, the S63TU and similar M5, M3 engines, that you do the maintenance on them. I know you've heard that a lot with BMWs, but it is so essential. Doing the oil changes, doing the DCT fluid, just doing all the regular fluid changes at the proper intervals. Every time I take this car to the shop, my mechanic reminds me, man, stay on track with the maintenance to keep this car running healthy. So that's super important. If you're going to buy this car as a daily, you've got to remember that you're going to have to put some maintenance into it. Now, if you buy it as a weekend car, you can cut back on the maintenance. So my biggest recommendation, if you're going to buy a BMW M5 and you're going to daily it, try and have some money in the bank just to set aside in case. There's a couple issues with these cars I talk about in some of my other videos. I won't necessarily get into it as much on this one, but you can check some of those out. You don't want to have this car as a daily and then need some big repair like rod bearings, or you've got some valve stem issues or whatever, and you've got to spend a couple grand on it, and then you spend all your money on the car and you can't fix it. Now you're out of a ride. If you're going to have one of these cars as a daily, I would definitely recommend having a couple bucks in the bank just in case. If you're going to buy it as a weekend driver, you've got a little bit more breathing room in terms of its reliability. But overall, the M5's a very reliable car. I mean, if you look at the forums and you see the guys that really keep up with them and don't beat them to death, they're very reliable. Now, in all fairness, this car, it still has the factory tune. I haven't tuned this car. All it has is exhaust. And I hear about more issues happening once you go with the tune, especially from stage 1 to stage 2. So I'd be careful about that. So, this car is stock, but if you go with some heavy mods, you may run into some more issues. Like I said, man, so the biggest thing with the M5, if you're going to buy it as a daily, just make sure you have some money saved up. If you're going to buy it as a weekend driver, then, you're probably going to be better off. But I get it. It is nice to have like a beater daily, like a non-fast daily just to have. I got the BMW 328, man. Get you like a Toyota Corolla or something that's even more reliable. Either way, man, the M5, it makes a great car. It doesn't get good gas mileage, but it makes great power. It's crazy comfortable. Is something I love about this car, man. It's so comfortable. I could ride in it forever, but then I'd have to stop at the gas station 7 million times. But it's a great car. It would make a great daily. They're pretty reliable. You just need to have some money set aside for maintenance, and sometimes that maintenance can include some pretty expensive repairs when you're talking about a BMW M5. So either way, I just want to shoot a quick video, talk about my experience. I've had this car for a year. I put 20,000 miles on it. It's been a really good car. It runs well, it drives well, it's comfortable, it gets compliments. I'd highly recommend M5, man. Appreciate you guys watching. Check out some other BMW videos. We'll see you guys on the next one.